Here she is. Kind of starting to get there. Next step is going to be relocating the batteries. See these posts back here, threaded nuts on top of them. I want to relocate the batteries back here onto this tray. And then I was looking at this old light fixture reflector, and it looks an awful lot like it's about this. Let me get my tape measure. Where's my damn tape measure? It looks an awful lot like it's close to the same width as the I'm going to use Hallie's tape measure, don't tell her. I'm going to use a little tape measure. It looks like it's close to the same dimensions as the batteries. And if so, I'm going to cut that sucker up and I'm going to use it as a battery cover. That's what we call upcycling around here. Some people might call it reusing junk. But it's like 13 inches, if I remember correctly, right about 13 inches. And this is, not quite wide enough. It's only about 10 inches. Mine. That was looking almost promising though. If it'd been 13 though, man, that would have just been perfect. But oh well. Yeah, if I flipped that thing over and it'd been that right width, oh, that would have been money. Alright, I still gotta make a battery cover for this thing. It won't have cool radius edges like that will, but oh well. Today we've been working on poorly welding all this extra tubing in here, and what that did was it stiffened this thing up a lot. Like, you can't even see it move now. It doesn't. It used to move left to right, back and forth. It used to kind of sway in the breeze. The exhaust was moving around a bunch back here, but had these two, which are just some door bars out of a Jegs kit, and the rest of them, the rest always follows the tip. So I got that kind of sort of welded in there. My welders being a pain in the ass, I had to switch tips. Speaking of tips, we having tip issues, so let it cool off, switch tips, finish welding this thing up, and we'll be all ready to go. The reason I left this big area right here is because I want to grab some old Freightliner style air cleaners that come off of FLC, some can style air cleaners, and put one can right here, one can right here, and then have them wide down into the inlet and have the inlet go in that way, and get rid of this giant air filter up here underneath the hood. I think one of the reasons these trucks run kind of hot is because it has the this giant air filter up here underneath the hood. So I feel like if I get rid of this, I can see the radiator up there. I feel like air will flow much better up underneath here, and maybe it'll keep it a little bit cooler. But yeah, next step, relocate the batteries, make a battery cover for the batteries, redo my cables. I need to put some heat shrink on my cables because they've been out in the weather, and I also need to seal them up on the end. But yeah, and paint my brand new jack that's sitting out here rusting. Man, I can't believe how quickly this thing went downhill. It's brand new. They just don't make them like they used to anymore. But yeah, it's stiff now. Like, this thing is freaking. It goes back and forward a little bit, but it doesn't go left to right anymore at all. So we achieved our objective for the day by stiffening this thing up. I literally can't even get anything into this. I was thinking it was all this stuff down here that was loose, but yeah, it was rocking on that stuff down there. But yeah, a little bit of triangulation never helps. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. I'll let y'all later. Y'all find something good to do and stay out of trouble. I won't. This is just some footage of me cutting some tubing, adding some reinforcement to the headache rack. Cleaning off the fifth wheel, notching more tubing, and getting ready to get tacked in there, tacking some stuff in, buzzing some stuff, pulling the wheels off to get the U-bolts, broken U-bolts off the rear leaf spring, and removing the air filter and associated brackets so I can get to the rockers, so I can run the rockers for the injectors and the valves. Once we get those set, hopefully it'll make it quit smoking so much and Maybe that tick will go away. There's a pretty loud injector tick, so we'll let you know in another video.